Alright, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny. I'm 24 years old, recently diagnosed with a rare blood cancer called Polycythemia Vera. I'm bringing you guys along with that journey. Oh my god, why did I do this to myself? It's so early, it's so cold. I made a doctor's appointment, a general practitioner appointment, to try to get in to see an MPN specialist. Let's see if I can get a referral. They seem to be very hard to come by here in Australia, so we're gonna see how we go. Back from my appointment with the GP, I got given to do a chest, lung x-ray to make sure there's no inflammation or anything from the hydria. I got a referral to see an MPN specialist. Today is just one of those days, feeling super flat, no motivation. I'm in a mood, like I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm confused, sad, I'm in a big mood. And I'm sitting here in my hoodie, haven't done anything all morning except I had some breakfast and I had like a pre-workout to try to build my energy up, but it didn't really do anything. Just sitting here at the TV, knowing that I do need to move my body today because it's been a couple of days since I've done something, but I'm in a mood. But maybe this will help with said mood. Ugh. The hardest part is getting out of this. Let's do this. I'm dressed. I'm gonna press play.
And I finally found the perfect formula.
Okay, let's burn off some of this anger and frustration. Not energy, because I don't have energy, so let's channel the anger and frustration into something that will help. I'm ready. Not really, but the hardest part's starting, right? So that circuit gets repeated twice, and clearly I'm wrecked. I feel better, I don't feel as angry. I definitely channeled some of that anger that I had, and it felt good. I'm starting to find it to be more therapeutic. Each day is different. Yesterday was hard, the day before was hard, this morning was hard, but now I feel better.
Hello. Hi Danielle, how you going?
I'm alright, how are you? Sorry I missed your call, I was putting wood in the fire.
No, that's okay. How have you been feeling since I last had a chat to you?
Look, it hasn't been great. I've been getting like the mouth ulcers and that sort of stuff, extreme fatigue that's affecting my ability to work. I maybe make it 2 or 3 hours out of like an 8-hour shift. It's pretty bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it sounds like the medication is actually making things worse at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I mean, looking at your blood tests at the moment, your platelet count hasn't actually really changed that much. It's about 900 at the moment.
Okay.
And your hemoglobin, your white cell count's looking fine.
Yeah.
But certainly I think if you're getting those side effects from the medication, it's probably best just to hold off it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we sort of go from here then?
Well, look, I mean, get off it and just see how your symptoms go over the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We might catch up in a month with another blood test if that's right, or see you in person if that's okay. day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just see how you're getting along at that point, and just see what your platelet count and things like that are doing.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, there are other options we can use, but I'd be hesitant to do that unless your symptoms were worsening at that point.
Okay.
So we'll make a decision next time.
Okay, I mean, I have been doing some research and I have come across a few other medications, I guess, that people seem to think work better than the Hydrea if they don't react well to the Hydrea.
Yeah, you thinking about interferon?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that it can get quite expensive, like different treatments. There was three. There was, they call it Pegasus, Besremi, and Jakafi.
We can't use Jakavi.
Yeah.
That's very expensive and it's not PBS listed for this indication.
Okay.
The interferon or the Pegasus is the one that I would suggest we try next.
Okay.
But give yourself a month or so just to get off this drug and the one you're on at the moment, and see how you go, and then make a decision next time.
Yeah. So do I keep taking the aspirin then as normal?
Keep taking the aspirin. That's not going to be causing any side effects, I wouldn't have thought. And and we'll make a decision next time. I guess with the interferon, see if you want to give that a go to see if that makes any difference.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I just thought I would bring it up because I've sort of seen a lot of people mention it and I thought maybe, it might be a possibility, but yeah. No, we'll think about that next time, but we'll see how you go. I'll get my secretary to give you a call just to organise an appointment for a month. Yeah.
And then, just get a blood test done before that and we'll see how you're going. Alright?
Yeah, no worries, will do, thank you. Okay, so interferon or Pegasus might be next. So I'm off of the Hydrea now. Let's see where we go from here. Worked all day yesterday, one of the first days that I've been able to get through a pretty long shift in a while, so proud of myself for that. I was meant to go to work today. I did not. I stayed in my sloth pajamas and I felt pretty crap all day, honestly. Today I felt very fatigued, sluggish, weak, just not having a fun day. I did just do some yoga. I was shaking. I don't know if it's just like the day and like I'm slowly coming off of the Hydrea now because my hematologist decided that it was time to cut that. So I'm only on the low dose of aspirin for now. Give that about a month and then I see my hematologist again. But I'm hoping it will give me better quality of life, and if I can keep up with my regular exercise, I think, you know what, I'm actually really proud of myself. I've been trying to move and I've been successful the majority of the days. Rest days are important, so I have been taking rest days and those are the days that I feel weak, but I am trying to move my body every day. It's a journey, one that I am on and that I'm going to be on for the rest of my life. Nothing's really changed like since the diagnosis. It's still sinking in. Like I don't think it's any more real than what it was when I first got told. And if anybody else has experienced that, like you find out that you've got rare blood cancer, does it feel real straight away? Are you sort of in like this weird out of body kind of experience where you're just going about your day-to-day stuff but you don't feel like you're really there? Because that's kind of what I've been experiencing, and I guess exercising has helped to bring me back to my body, so that's a good thing, and it's good to get the blood moving and the heart pumping. I'm just taking little snippets and recordings of my journey as I go. Each day is different, different times throughout different days are different, I'm just trying to document my journey because I guess everybody's journey is different, and I don't know where this is going. This is 7 minutes long. I need to go. Phil thoroughly enjoys workout time. Okay, I just did a 1 hour. It said low impact, but it was intense cardio. My back is wet. My face is red. It's a really good outlet for emotions. I am a very emotional person, and you know, since being on this journey, I've experienced a lot of emotions, and they've been extremely intense. I'm having a weird in-between day, kind of. I woke up feeling pretty sluggish, like my sleep wasn't great. You know, I haven't had a busy day, I've been at home all day. Today is just one of those days where I'm really struggling mentally. If you're somebody who has health issues and you're able to work a full-time job, you know, be consistent and make plans and live your life and do whatever you want whenever you want, and you've got it under control, that's fantastic. Like, that's amazing. I'm happy for you, I am, but this is all so new to me. Like, mentally finding out that you've got something like this, it takes a big toll on you. And then starting a chemotherapy drug, that's a whole other thing physically. Getting the medications right is a massive part of this, and I am struggling big time. So the pressure feels like it's on because, you know, we've got a few things coming up that have to be... Hello, sheepies. We've got a few things coming up that kind of have to be dealt with. We have our house that we're building, which is super important. We are going on an international holiday for the first time since before COVID, before the pandemic. Ow, you can't do that. You know, that there's a lot of big things happening that require money, and money, being able to work is proving to be really difficult. I crashed by about lunchtime today. The stress and the lack of sleep and everything, it's all kind of building up, which is, I think, is making everything a bit worse. And it's just been one of those days. I looked up the price for those drugs, and like, I don't know if what I saw was right, but the prices were really high. We're talking like, when I googled it, it said like a couple $1,000s at least. I don't know if that's correct. You know, I haven't checked with my doctors or a pharmacist or anything like that. I just did a quick Google, so I'm not sure. But what I do know is that I've seen a lot of people in support groups saying that their insurance won't cover it and that they are unable to pay for it because it's so expensive. So I mean, those numbers could be correct. So more pressure. I don't pity myself. I'm on a journey, and so are many of you, and that's why I'm documenting all of this, so that maybe others will feel less alone. And you know, any and all emotions that you have surrounding things that are happening in your life, whether it's health related or not, it's completely valid. Like, people can be so understanding and they can be there for you, but then, you know, ultimately they've got their own lives and they've got their own problems and their own thoughts and feelings, and then, you know, you're here trying to deal with something like this, and it's just, things get hard. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing everything that I can think of to try to help myself. So it's one day at a time, and each day is different, but I'm feeling like I'm having more bad days than I am good days at the moment. And I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. It really sucks because none of this was what I saw my life being like. And it's just the way that it is now. And I know that it won't be like this forever. I know that I'll on the right medication and I'll get everything under control and I'll be able to manage better. But for now, right now in this moment, it's hard and it sucks and I feel alone. And I am scared. I'm doing everything that I can to make things easier and try to work as much as I can, and it's all about money. It's all about work and money. Like, it's shit. Like, what are people with chronic illnesses meant to do? Like, we live in a world with major hustle culture, and you know, people who they can't rely on their own body and they're feeling different at any given moment throughout the day. I feel stuck. I don't know what somebody like me who is newly diagnosed with PV, struggling with the medication, you know, I don't have it under control. I'm getting other symptoms from the medication, which is making it worse on top of the symptoms that I already have with the polycythemia. Right now, in this moment, I don't know where to go from here. It's easy to look at somebody like me who looks sort of normal, somewhat normal. Like, I don't think that I look sick. If you were a random person on the street and you'd never guess that I have a rare blood cancer. You'd never guess that I was on chemotherapy. And I think that it's very easy for people to forget. I sometimes forget. You know, when I'm not in pain, which is rare, and when I'm not as tired as normal, I forget, and it's easy to overdo it, and then you knock yourself out for like a week because for a split second you forget that you have cancer flowing throughout your entire body. And if I forget, and I have it, and I have to live with it every second of every day, how easy is it for other people in my life to forget, especially if I'm having those moments where I have a little bit more energy than I normally would, or if I'm not feeling as much pain, and then you do more and it all just hits you like a ton of bricks and you're like, oh shit, I forgot again, and they forgot, and I love those moments when I forget. It's peaceful. The first time I really experienced pain when I was in year 12, senior year of high school, whatever you want to call it, when my spleen was like triple the size it was meant to be and my gallbladder was full of gallstones. And I kept ending up in hospital and they kept telling me that there's nothing wrong. And I hoped that they would find something, but nothing too bad, because then it would mean that, you know, I wasn't making it all up and that I wasn't pretending to be sick like a lot of people thought that I was. Both blood disorders that I have, enlarge a spleen. The hereditary spherocytosis I could deal with, but the PV sucks. The chemotherapy sucks. Adjusting to it all sucks. Because you already feel guilty, you already feel frustrated, you're mad, you're sad, you're scared, you're confused. Like, other stuff going on and just making it so much harder, because this was never part of the plan. It was never part of the plan to develop a rare blood cancer and start a chemotherapy drug. Oh, it's so fucked up. I just wish that sometimes I could go back to that 18, 19-year-old me to just experience the freedom of not feeling like a burden to anybody. Everything was okay even though it wasn't. I hope that one day I get the medication under control and all my blood levels, and I hope that I can have moments of pure peace. If you're somebody out there with health issues, or you've got PV or other MPNs or whatever, if you're on a medication that's working for you and you've got everything under control, like, that's fantastic. If you've got an amazing support system where you never feel alone or like you're a burden, or that's amazing. Like, I'm happy for you, and I can only hope that I can reach a point like that in the future. But as of this moment, I'm not there. But I look forward to the day that I am. I dream of that day. That's my ramble for now. I've been rambling for 25 minutes. Wow. I'm done. Every emotion, every thought, every feeling in your journey is completely valid, and no two people are the same. People are allowed to feel whatever they're feeling, and I accept any advice that any fellow PV patients are willing to give me. If you're willing to share your journey with me, great, I'd love to hear it. But discredit or invalidate other people. They're already dealing with enough shit, it just makes them feel so much worse. Alright, that's me done rambling. I've got to go make some food and eat. I hope you all have a great night, day, whatever it is you're doing when you see this. I will talk to you next time. Bye.